Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing messages you need to hear. And we have here three beautiful pals, pal number 1, pal number 2, and pal number 3. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for the viewers that picked a pal number 1, let's find out any messages you need to hear right now. Someone is screaming a Capricorn. I feel like somebody that picked this group has a problem with a Capricorn right now. I don't know why that's coming in. Let's see here. What messages do my pal number 1 need to hear? What messages do my pal number 1 need to hear? Somebody is trying to control your emotions. Somebody is trying to control your mind at this current moment, pal number 1. And Spirit wants to tell you, don't fold. Okay, we have here the 5 of Swords next to the Queen of Cups. Somebody could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because I'm getting heavy water in here. Somebody is trying to control your mind. Somebody is trying to make you feel uncomfortable, and this could definitely be for the workplace for somebody here. It can be in the workplace, maybe a family business, or maybe even a partnership, like someone that you built a business with, because sometimes that does happen when you build a business with somebody else. You have like a little partner. Things can sometimes go left, not all the time, but there's somebody here that's trying to intimidate you. And the way that they're doing it is in a very passive-aggressive manner. All right? Pal number 1, it looks like this person wants you to be in your head or stressed or even feel left out or just plain old targeted. This person wants you to know that they dislike you and they want you to feel uncomfortable. All right. What other messages are coming forward that pal number 1 needs to hear? What other messages coming forward does pal number 1 need to hear? If this is not happening in your workplace, this could definitely happen in like your circle of people, friends, or family. Somebody is trying to constantly make you feel uncomfortable, or for the passive aggressiveness, let me tell you something. My best advice is to ignore it. I know it could just be biting you inside, like it could just be eating you up inside. But people, these are different type of manipulators. They're not narcissists. These are different type of manipulators. They want you to confront them. They want you to be upset, because whatever they're doing at you is not enough. It's like it's enough for them to cry victim. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when someone throws a rock and hides the hand in a way, nobody sees the hand but you. So if you come near the person, you'll look like you're targeting them. But in reality, nobody really knows the truth. I feel like ignoring this person could definitely help you put them in their place. Okay? I don't know who needed to hear that. Ignoring this person or ignoring their jabs will clearly put them in their place. And this is because if they're constantly trying to throw jabs at you or, exclude you or whatever, maybe this is behind the scenes, again, passively. So when they come around and say hi, ignore them. When they come around and try to ask you another question, just ignore them. Don't speak to them. And it will make them blow. It basically, you're countering what they're trying to do to you. It's like, pal number 1, what's your problem? You know what I mean? And it's like, there's none, because they're not coming forward with any problems. They're just secretly throwing jabs, secretly coming against you. And I feel like when people do secretly things like that, it's good to secretly and quietly remove them or even exclude them from your life. All right? In that way. Okay? Anything that's not being loudly, so like it's the difference between someone is bullying you in front of others and loudly putting you in your place, or bullying you, that's different. You have to loudly stand up for yourself. But when someone is doing things behind the scenes, it's very hard for you to stand up to them without you making them feel better, because that's what they kind of want. They kind of want something to talk about. They kind of want to be like, I was right about them. You know what I mean? Like all the little things that I've been saying about them behind their back. See how right I am? You know what I mean? Like it gives that like snarky energy. And I'm so sorry. If that doesn't relate to you, it could definitely be like an old lover or like a baby father. It could be like in your relationship, your old relationship, like someone is like constantly trying to make you out to be the bad parent or like the not good parent. And my best advice with that is just let them run their mouth about how bad of a parent you are. Because while they're so busy running their mouth about you, you can actually put your efforts into being what they cannot be. Okay? And again, I always tell people this. The reason why I now ignore others, when you hear others talking bad about you, why it's necessary to ignore it. Why? Let me tell you why. If someone gives you a gift and you don't accept it, whose gift is it? Theirs, right? So if someone says something really horrible about you behind your back or to other people, and you don't accept it, you don't entertain it, you don't confront it, you basically left them with it. You basically are letting them create that spell in their life. And once you do confront it, it's like you're partaking in the energy. It's like you kind of accepted the gift. Like you accepted what that person said about you. And so now you want to attack. And the number one thing that I had to realize about self-development, self-healing, or everything is controlling emotions. You guys don't understand how controlling your emotions could really, really raise your vibrations to the highest forms. I'm not saying keep that anger pent up. If you have other healthier ways to cope with your anger and your sadness, crying, listening to sad music, writing about your feelings. When I'm angry, I just cry it out. Like I cry it out. I yell in my room. I just say the things that I wish I can tell them, but I say it in a way where I'm not cursing myself. I'm not cursing them. I'm just like, I cannot believe it. Like, how dare they? You know what I mean? I feel like pile number 1, something about you gives very emotional, very sensitive. And I feel like you're constantly being triggered to basically show out or like pop off in a way. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do that to you anymore. All right. A lot of people talk ish. A lot of people do ish because they want reactions, because they want people to gather with them, because they have nothing better to do in their lives. But, you know, and I'm saying that because it's crazy, because this week I had just found out that somebody said something very disrespectful about me. And I was just thinking about, wow, old Jaylene would have really wrote this person a paragraph telling them to fuck off and basically, you know, throwing their personal business to their face. Like, how dare you say that about me when, you know, you da-da-da-da, right? But what would I get out of that? And I've never ran my mouth about this person. So it's really insane how they're running their mouth about me. What does that tell you? That there's obviously something about me that makes them feel really bad inside, that makes them want to speak about me. And it's like, if I'm in such a high position in my life and I feel so good about myself, I feel so confident, I'm so mature, I'm so wise, I'm so healed, why should someone that is not compared to me make me feel so bad to the point that I want to retaliate? So I had to put myself in that point that I was like, you know, it's not worth confronting anybody about anything. But you should always defend yourself, especially if you're being humiliated publicly. That's different. But behind your back, pile number 1, don't let anybody make you lose your mind and go crazy. You know, I remember back in the day, I would do that a lot. Like, I would hear somebody say something about me, and I'll go put everybody in the middle that told me, tell that person a whole bunch of, like, messed up things. And then at the end of the day, I'm still angry. I hurt someone's feelings, and I look like a lunatic, okay? Why? Because why should it bother you so much what someone has to say behind your back? If you're successful, if you're pretty, if you're healthy, if you're intelligent, people are always going to say, like, people are always going to want to say something. Always. Look at celebrities. People drag them every day. And they're still waking up and eating. You know what I mean? So, pile number one, know your power, know your worth, and don't let these people get in your head about anything. Let's see. What other messages my pile number one needs to hear? What other messages pile number one needs to hear? That things will slowly move into your favor, even if you cannot see it. Nine of Wands. A lot of you guys feel like life is a constant, like constantly the same. But it's because you don't see where you're going. And that's what happens a lot with people, that you don't know where you're going. You don't know what's the end of the goal. Like, why am I working this job? Why am I doing this project that I'm not seeing any rewards in? But when you're on your way to a destination, look at it this way. When you're on your way to Target or you're on your way to Home Depot and you're on the road, do you see it? Like, do you see the Home Depot right there? Do you see the Target right there? No, you don't. But you know where you're going. And you know that eventually, if you take this route, if you go straight, you're going to get there. So that's how life is in a way. You're not going to see your final destination clear as day right there. No, like, you have to, like, keep going and literally have that knowing, just how you know where Target is, have that knowing that wherever I'm going is where I'm gonna want to be at. It's where I'm destined to be. It's my dream. It's what I'm supposed to do. It's, where I'm supposed to be. Another message someone needs to hear here. I keep hearing something about a car. I don't know if you want to change your car. I'm hearing wait. Like, I'm hearing wait. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it's saying wait, that you will receive what you want, but just have a little bit more patience. Don't try to rush into contracts or legal agreements with cars, okay? It's saying wait because you will find a really great deal, all right? Someone's birthday here could be also in November. I'm also getting here, there's somebody that's very angry at you. Again, this person is coming up in this energy. There's somebody that's very angry at you, and I feel like it's time for you to let them go. Whoever you have in your life that's constantly getting angry at you for anything, you need to let them go, because this person hates you. And you're probably like, this person every other day, they're like mad at me. Every other day, they don't want to talk to me. I don't understand what I'm doing to them. This person, it's giving manipulative in a way where they want to get mad at you, so they have a reason to destroy you behind your back and talk bad about you behind your back. So they're being overly sensitive just so that they can talk about you behind your back. So right now, the messages you need to hear: watch out for anybody trying to target you. Watch for anybody trying to purposely get angry at you for little small things. At this current moment, pile number one, you're outshining a lot of people to the point where you're not even seeing your own light. And it's affecting a lot of those around you, because they feel this shift, they feel this energy change, and they feel you moving forward. Okay, so watch it. So that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number two, let's find out messages you need to hear. Let's see, pile number two. Messages my pile number two needs to hear. Someone here might be having some relationship issues. You might be feeling like you're being played by your partner. Somebody here feels like they're being played, but sweetheart, this is your trauma speaking. Okay, sometimes we might think things are too good to be true, and our past can sometimes try to mess things up for us in the current moment. Okay, another message that's coming in here is like, no one is really perfect. Okay, I'm not saying people should disrespect you or physically hurt you or not listen to you or whatnot. You guys know what I mean. But in a way, if there's certain things that people do that you don't like, you have to understand that people are not always going to run by your expectations, especially in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you basically have to mold them into being the person that you want them to be for you. Okay, and that doesn't happen overnight. Trust me. Okay, so someone here is having problems with a relationship, but I'm here to let you know that this person is loyal, this person is faithful, and they actually want the best for you. There's also here an ex that's trying to come back into your life, but warning, this ex is not coming back because they care. They're coming back to see if they can still control you or your life. All right? And my biggest advice for anyone that watches me, don't go to anybody in your past. Just don't do it. You don't willingly go to anybody in your past, because if they're in the past, their chapter is done. And it's sad, but it's the truth. And I'm not gonna just say that that's for everybody. Listen, some people do change, but if they do change, you will notice they will come forward, they will apologize, they will be the bigger person. They're not just gonna come in and act like everything is so cool and they didn't do anything. You know what I mean? So you might have an ex as well that is trying to come in forward to basically ruin whatever you got going on in the current moment, whether it's a new job, it's a new relationship, it's a friendship. Like, you have an ex that's coming to ruin something. Okay, for others over here watching, a message you need to hear is that love is very close, love is very near. So continue dating and continue to have your options. Okay, another message someone here needs to hear is that you need to rest. I know winter's coming, the holidays are coming, you want to work, buy everybody gifts, but you need to put yourself first in this current moment. Your body really needs it, okay? There's someone from the past that's also eyeing your material success. I'm not saying don't be flashy. You deserve to show off all of your successes, all of your material successes, all of your happiness. You are so deserving to post and flash it all you want. But there's somebody watching you that is keeping tabs and watching what you're basically producing or making. Okay, pile number 2. So watch for those evil eyes that, constantly want to see those backhanded compliments. I'm not saying everybody's gonna be perfect, but God, the universe, spirit will always send you signs of who's feeling a little weird about your successes. And I'm not saying hate that person or disrespect them. Just, back yourself up a little bit from them. You know what I mean? A little bit more protective energy with yourself, of course. Hang around with crystals, black tourmaline, pile number 2. And the thing is, a lot of people say, the most dangerous thing you can have is someone that secretly hates you. But I'm going to be the one to snitch on that. People will show you exactly how they feel about you, whether it's through words, actions, or facial expressions. So make sure you're constantly watching. The friend that's always like, you're so beautiful and you're the best person in the world, but you don't get invited to their special moments. They don't talk to you about their personal life, or they just don't talk to you in general. but it's always like, you're so beautiful, I love this, and it's just like a mimicky, and it's just like a vibe. Like those friends, like, yeah, I'm there for you, bro, like, I'm there, I'm gonna always be there for you, and they only ask you for favors, and when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. Okay, people will always show you who they are. There is nobody here that can hide anything. Hello, the shit will eventually float. Lies will always be brought to light, and that's the truth of it. Okay, and I've always found that out, that you can try to hide anything, it will come out, because the truth is divine energy, and in a way it has to come out. So watch that person's little comments, the you always get a good job, you're always traveling, you're always eating healthy, why you are always, how come you get those promotions, how come you always find nice stuff, how come, you know what I mean? Watch those snarky remarks. Okay, there's a difference between being complimented and it being a backhanded compliment. Okay, watch it, right? Pile number 2, in this current moment, watch it. I feel like a lot of you guys are in your most pivotal moments right now. You are shining right now, pile number 2. And I do sense a little bit of sadness here. I feel like some of you guys might feel like you're a little bit alone, or you don't really have a lot of people to count on with your business. You might have like just 1 or 2 good friends. But I'm here to let you know that's all you need. Stop thinking you need groups of people to support you and love you and have your back. They don't even have their own backs. Okay, it's when I had the most friends that I felt the loneliest. Now me and my one friend and dog, we have a splendid time. Okay, and pile number 2, I just want to let you know to be very wary about your energy right now, about people that like to pretend around you. Try to place a boundaries with those people. Let them know that you know who they are, and let them know that they're not valid. Okay, of course you're not gonna blow it in their face, but you're gonna do it with your your shift of energy. Let's see, what other messages my pile number 2 need to hear? What other messages my pile number 2 need to hear? Be careful of being brought by an ex. You might have an ex. Somebody here might have an ex that might try to buy you with like gifts and stuff. Try to tell you, I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna buy you these shoes. I'm gonna buy you this. I'm gonna buy you that. I'm getting here. Don't make a deal with the devil. You know what I mean? Don't make a deal with this person. This person is out to get you. And in the way that they're trying to get you is by putting you back in the same cycle. This person doesn't like this new confidence. Okay? Some of you guys, messages you need to hear, some of you guys might feel left out by your family. You might feel left out by like cousins or like siblings or people around you. I'm here to let you know that there is still love for you. There's still love behind it. Okay, do not feel like just because your family, they're not in your face, they're not congratulating you for every accomplishment, they're not, always in your life showing up, it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It means that everybody has their own life. You get what I mean? And maybe it's time for you to just put them in that place. It took me a long time to realize, my siblings are not always going to be my best friends. My cousins are not expected to be my best friends. You have to realize that at some point, family is just a title. Yeah, they're your family, and maybe they don't want to come to your parties, or they don't want to come see you, or they don't always want to be in your face, but it doesn't mean that they hate you. It just means that they're living their own lives. And they've already established that you are a part of their family. You will always be there. It's nothing really personal. Okay, I used to take that very, very personal. I grew up with a lot of cousins, and now seeing them live their lives and feeling like I'm not included or like they're haters. You know what I mean? Like, that's so easily for us to think that. But I'm here to let you know, family is not entitled to be your best friends. Family is not entitled to be in your face or, be there all the time. That's why you're there. Okay, sometimes our families, they have their own families and they build their own generations of people, and we just got to accept it, right? So somebody here might be feeling discontent with their family, but I'm here to let you know that you soon will be building your own beautiful family. I feel like someone here is pregnant or expecting pretty soon. So be careful if you're not trying to do that. Another message you also need to hear is stray away of telling your family all of your business. Okay, as well. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you have a specific family member that's like switching your stories. So you might tell them, oh yeah, I got a job on Tuesday. Then they could tell others, oh my God, I don't know what pile number 2 is going to do. They're not even working on getting a job. So you might have a family member in the midst of it all that's switching the things that you're saying. So watch what you tell them with the 5 of Swords and 4 of Pentacles. Okay? Somebody could be saying as well things about your own family. So again, I know a lot of us like to confide in others in our personal businesses, in our relationships, but sometimes it's not really that necessary. Like, of course, there's things that you want to get off your chest, and that's beautiful, but I'm saying here, be careful of the things that you share with others. I'm also hearing like in-laws, okay? I don't know why I feel like your in-laws are not really your family. Like, they're not the people who you think they are. And I heard another message, they have not changed. Okay, so whoever this is, family, your ex-family, they have not changed a bit. So be very careful of the things you say or the things you do. If they're not your family, let them deal with their family member. That's what I'm hearing. Let them deal with their family member. Okay? Let's see. Any more messages my pile number 2 need to hear? Any messages my pile number 2 need to hear? Basically, it's saying to keep going for whatever you're doing in this current moment, keep at it. Opportunities and doors will continue to open as long as you're focused on your life. As long as you're focused on your life and you're not trying to save so and get into so problems. It's okay for people to vent to you, and it's okay for you to give people advice, but getting involved in their problems is not good. Okay? Stay in your lane, stay in your moment, and keep working at what you're doing, because with the Empress card, a lot of good new beginnings are coming for you. As long as you stay in your lane, I heard. As long as you stay in your lane, you watch your company, you watch the people around your environment. Okay, this is your sacred temple. Anything coming close should be heavily watched. Okay? Any last messages from my pile number 2? Any last messages from my pile number 2? It's saying basically keep staying in the current moment. Appreciate the love that you have in your life now in order to receive more love. So if you've been wanting new friends, be grateful for the companies that you have around you, the love that you're receiving, okay? Even if it's from strangers. And another message that's coming in here, don't let past hurt make your life. Don't let past hurt ruin your life, because you had an ex that took advantage of the fact that you were vulnerable with them. It doesn't mean that every person you meet is going to be exactly like your ex. Stop thinking that the things that you go through it so that you can be cautious of it for the rest of your life. No. You were just meant to learn a lesson. So in case it happens again, you could easily move forward with no problem. That's why we go through things, just so that our body can get used to it, like an antibiotic. Like, how can I say, like when you get vaccinated with like the disease, it's not to hurt you purposely. It's so that your body could get used to the disease, so it could just, okay? And that's what I mean, because you had a fake friend doesn't mean that every person you meet will be fake. It's not. But as long as you believe that in your mind, you will constantly attract that. Like watching yourself because people might be fake, and you miss out on opportunities, real friends, and you kind of manifest the same thing to happen to you, even in relationships, even in friendships, even with people. It's saying don't let your trauma or your past hurt your life. It's not worth it. Usually we go through heartbreaks and we go through things so that if we go through it next time, if by accident we go through, a rude coworker or like a player, we know how it feels and we could get out. We can easily get over it. We can easily walk away, all right? Without staying in too long, without, hurting ourselves for too long, okay? So that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that clicked pile number 3, let's find out messages you need to hear. Messages my pal number 3 needs to hear. Messages my pal number 3 needs to hear. Saying continue to take care of yourself and continue to take care of your temple, whatever is your home, your room, your space, your children. Continue to take care and nurture the things around you. Okay, with the 10 of Wands next to the Hermit and the 6 of Swords. Somebody here is trying to make up for the childhood they didn't have. Somebody here is trying to make up for things that they didn't receive or the things that happened to them in their past. And all I have to say, a message that you really need to hear is that your healing is going through beautifully. Okay, you are healing beautifully. All right, another message someone needs to hear here. You are meant to be a boss. There's somebody here that's meant to be a boss. You don't know why you feel weird at work. You don't know why you constantly like to change jobs. You don't really like routine. Somebody here is meant to be a boss. But the message here is to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Meaning be comfortable with not knowing what's next. Because that is the true key of any entrepreneur or business person, is not knowing what's next, but knowing that it will work in your favor, of course. Another message that I'm getting here, and not everyone will resonate with this, but there is someone that is messing with a married person and they might not know it. I don't know here if you are dating somebody in a very high position, like a boss, CEO, attorney, somebody in a high position, and you started dating them, this person can be married. And maybe a lot of bad things have been happening in your life. Like maybe you feel like you have like a streak of bad luck. Like you wake up and your tires are popped. You wake up and things are happening to your vehicle, to your home. Things are breaking in your home. Just a lot of bad luck. It can be because of that. All right. Okay. So pile number 3, whenever you feel like there's a lot of bad things happening constantly in your life, it's because there's somebody in your life that is not supposed to be there. That is the spiritual meaning of that. Okay, bad things don't just happen all the time for no reason. Okay, so somebody might have to dig and do their little research. But let me tell you something that's beautiful about universe, spirit, and everything. That once you try to find the answers to something, once you're trying to find out if someone's cheating on you or being fake, and you put that energy out there, Spirit will help you right away. Spirit will put the answer in your face. All right, so it's all about asking and you shall receive. All right. Let's see here. What messages do my pal number 3 need to hear? Messages my pal number 3 needs to hear. Let's find out. Yes, that you will soon find out something about a King of Wands, a fireman, or a fire woman. You might find something out that will change your life. And my biggest advice for you: nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Okay, a lot of us, when things happen to us, when others lie or deceive us, we might sit around and think about how unworthy we are. What's wrong with us? Do we have to change our look? Do we have to do something different? And the answer is there's nothing wrong with you. That's what that person wants you to think, to excuse their lack of good behavior, or like their deceitful manners and ways. Okay, that's what they want. They want an excuse for them being a shitty person. So every time you put yourself down because someone else does you wrong, you're basically giving them a free pass for their shitty behavior. All right, instead of just saying they just weren't a good person, and that's okay. Another message you need to hear is that a man that passed away in your life is very close by and is watching after you. I don't know who needed to hear that. That person is watching after you. And a sign with this person is that they could have been bald, or they could have had like a very big forehead. Okay? Let's see here. What messages do my pal number 3 need to hear? So another message that's coming in here is that someone's child is being bullied. Okay, so I don't um I don't want everybody to think that this is about their child, but the signs that I'm getting is that if your child has been coming home and making lots of messes in the house, or like acting erratic or not listening to you, is because they might be going through things at school. And the way to find out if your child is going through something at school is to ask. Because sometimes children don't know how to process things that hurt them. So what they do is that they act out with the people they love, like mom, like dad. Okay, so someone's child here is going through a lot of things in school. I don't know if it's that somebody, like you moved from a town to a different place, or like it's a new neighborhood, or a new school, or the kid just started school. They're not having a great time adapting to school, and so they might be going through people that are being mean to them, and they don't know how to process that. So please, step in and try to talk to them and let them know that if anybody's bothering them, to let you know, because it can be handled. Okay? Pile number 3, I'm also getting a message here that someone's income will start increasing. So maybe you've been wanting a raise from your job, or you just wanted some extra money because maybe like your money is not like hitting the way that you want it to hit. It's saying here that don't worry, that your money will be increasing, and it will make an impact in your finances. So great news for my pal number 3 and their finances. Finances will soon be increased. Okay, an increase, a fluctuation in finances. Also expect a very hefty gift. I don't know if it's for like being newlywed, like somebody just got married, or like maybe just a gift. Someone is just very happy with you. They love who you are, and they're going to gift you with some money. Okay? Let's see here. What other messages my pal number 3 needs to hear? Yeah, that whatever you're doing right now is going to be paid off. Okay, you're finally going to be in the moment where you're gonna be reaping your rewards, reaping what you deserve, and it's also going to give you time to work on projects that you actually want to do, or like hobbies or other things. So the time that you've been waiting for is now, okay? So I also heard that a lot of you guys been saving a lot of money so that you can have like this quick, like big break in your life. And it's almost here, so that's great. Congratulations. Let's see, any last messages for my pal number 3? Messages they need to hear. Messages they need to hear. So you might feel a little bit isolated from your family. Somebody here feels like their family are like far away from them, or like they really miss their home. Somebody here is homesick, like very homesick. And I'm here to let you know that it will soon go away and you soon will be able to travel to see your family. So don't worry. I feel like somebody is in a different country and somebody here is like feeling the blues and sad, but remember why you moved. Remember why. It was to better your life. It was for your development so that you can explore, so you can grow. Okay, remember your purpose and just know that your family will be there. Okay, you will be able to go back home whenever. All right, so don't let it hurt you from your goal. Okay, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel the little blues, about missing home. But Pal 3, remember that you're where you're supposed to be at. Okay, and same thing, if somebody here is hurt because they're not speaking to a family member, or you're hurt because maybe you're not speaking to a sister or a brother or somebody you dearly loved so much, I'm here to tell you that things will soon be better. You and this person will reconnect. Things will work in your guys' favor. So yes, that's what I'm getting here. So if you're having like a miscommunication or a problem with somebody that you really really love, Pal 3, that will soon clear up. That's a message you need to hear. But just be patient and don't be hard on yourself. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye guys.